Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. Hello, and welcome to Hunters Hunted 2: Corruption. Join us as we tell the tale of four men bonded by their fear and hatred of the hidden monsters that reside in Washington, D.C. in September of 2009. Only time will tell if Jebediah, played by Adam B., Robert, played by Adam C., Walter, played by Chris, and Dr. Turner, played by Tillman, will survive together in this story ran by Andrew. Hunters Hunted 2 is a Vampire the Masquerade 20th Anniversary Edition expansion set in the World of Darkness. If you'd like to contact us, you can find us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM or find us on Facebook at Twin Cities by Night. We hope you enjoy.
We're going to pick up just about where we left off last time. We're going to start with Greg Turner. You had a meeting to attend, meeting with a person from the Arcanum, your contact there, Justin Harding, who is the person who taught you alchemy and kind of mentored you and even really got you the connection here with the others who introduced you. This guy is kind of like hands-off approach towards the supernatural, and you had a more hands-on approach, so he made sure that he was able to get you something where you could get that outlet that you were looking for. You had contacted him about, well, all the things you were experiencing and wanted to talk to him.
So did I hear back from him? I don't really recall. I think we had emailed.
Yes. He has sent you an email saying, it's like, thank you for reaching out to me. Come and meet me. He gave you a time about 6 p.m. at the Georgetown University that there would be a debate that he was attending, and you can meet with him there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely be there. I'll try to not look like a complete bum. So I think I'll do a stop by, I guess my house and see that I can find fresh clothes and whatnot.
Yeah. All right. So, you can go as cleaned up as you like. You have the time. You can arrive whenever. Are you the type who would get there early?
Probably. I have a goal in mind to get at least a little bit of time with him personally.
Okay.
So even if it doesn't work out in the end, Greg would try to be there early.
Okay. So how early? He said to meet with you about 6 p.m.
Half an hour, I guess.
Okay. All right. So Healy Hall is the location you were given at Georgetown University, which is a very classic national landmark. It's an old-style Catholic architecture that gives just waves of motion to people who see it. It's just this beautiful structure. Very few of those in the U.S. that just kind of just evoke that feeling of like, this is old and historical and a lot of important things happen here. And it's this beautiful building. And you know that the auditorium that you're going to is it's the third and fourth floor. It's called Gaston Hall. You'll find like a small sign outside. It says reserved 4:30 to 6 Arcanum, Washington, D.C. chapter house. And there's a man standing guard at the door with like a clipboard. And he'll ask you for like your name and identification.
Oh yeah, I give it to him. Is he expecting me?
He'll look down on his little clipboard and kind of nod and say, "It's quiet. You're kind of late. It's still going."
I'm late?
The sign says 4:30 to 6 p. And he told you to meet him at 6 o'clock. So make of that as you will.
Well.
So there's whatever's happening. It's ongoing now.
I'm looking confused at the guard waiting outside.
Well, he lets you in though.
Yeah, but I want to ask him. So it started at 4:30.
Yes.
I think I was misinformed. But thanks for letting me in.
He's like, you're on the list. Go ahead.
Okay. I make my way up there.
Okay. So Gaston Hall is also actually very, very evocative. It's a very famous place. There's just a lot of like golden color and light everywhere. The seats are just filled. There's people. Well, not completely filled, but it's maybe about 3/4 to capacity. There's people everywhere inside. This place has hosted speeches from famous individuals throughout the world. And it's just kind of strikes you as you walk in on how elegant everything is. You're looking around, you see a lot of people, gentlemen in suits, and mostly men, from what you can see. There's a few women in the crowd, and scanning through and looking at everyone, you can kind of see like if maybe a few familiar faces even, and you recognize that some of these are not everyone. Some of these are peers of yours from the Arcanum. And there's currently a couple of, it seems like they're wrapping up a speech of sorts as you come in. You catch the tail end of this talk that he's kind of going over on the influences that society is facing from the unusual and strange. And it takes about maybe 10 minutes as he goes on and finishes up. There's a little bit of applause at the end. And this person who's speaking is not someone that you recognize. And there was another person on the stage with them. And then the moderator who is there, who he announces, this is the end of the meeting, and thanks everyone for attending tonight's session. And people kind of start mingling, standing up and talking to each other, and some go up to the front to talk to the people who maybe put on presentation during the event and shaking their hand and talking to them. And as you're kind of like standing there looking around, like, okay, this is kind of awkward, like confusing, Justin will actually approach you out of the crowd. You're just kind of like, oh, hey, you showed up early. I was hoping to just get a moment after everything to talk to you. And he just kind of comes up and like shakes your hand.
Yeah, I think I misunderstood. I thought the debate was later on, not before our meeting.
Oh, no. My apologies. I should have been more clear with that. It was a thing that I had to attend, and I thought that this would be a good time to meet. We can there's a room we can go and discuss things privately if you wanted to know that you had something very important to talk about. And talking to Justin, let me give you a kind of brief description on his appearance. He's maybe in his late 40s. He's a tall, wide-shouldered man with a small chin. His eyes are a little bit close set. He's not a very handsome person. He has like a dirty blonde kind of hair that's starting to go gray a bit in places, and a little bit of hair on his chin that is not very well trimmed. He has kind of like that look that he hasn't maybe shaved in a day or so. But he is wearing like a well-kempt, like well taken care of pressed suit. It just carries himself tall, and he is rather tall. He's at least 6'2". If you don't have any like objection, he'll kind of lead you to the side, and it's like, do you need a private space we can discuss this, or you want to walk and talk around the campus? And
I prefer the room that you mentioned.
Yeah, of course. I know a place we can go. It's just down the way.
Okay, lead the way, and I appreciate you taking the time for me.
Absolutely. So he, there's some of the crowd is like exiting the event. And one thing to note is that like that sign said Arcanum on it. It is a publicly known organization of scholars in the world of darkness. It's not just, a hidden secretive thing. This other side to it that you are involved in is, but it is a openly like scholar organization that's world renowned. They even publish in multiple different journals on the occult. And so, a lot of these people are academics in these various fields, and many of them may not even know some of these secrets. So, you kind of seeing around, you might recognize a few people, but most of them, no idea who these people are.
Yeah, while I'm moving behind him, I probably nod my head to a few people that I recognize, and small talk with Justin maybe a little bit. But generally, My goal right now is just to find this room that he mentioned. Get out of the crowd.
It takes a little bit of, squeezing. You know how people can be at the end of like an event of some kind. Everyone's making for this one door, and it takes a moment to kind of get out. But luckily for you, you guys are not going in the same direction as the full crowd. Whenever you leave, you're not just walking directly into the outside. You're going off to the other direction and finding like one of the small like conference rooms, one that has a reservation time that he has set aside specifically so that he can talk to you. And as with any conference room, it's a large table with some chairs sitting around, and he won't like sit across and like have like this formal meeting or anything. He'll gesture to one, and he'll sit down next to you. He puts his leather briefcase down and kind of sits back and looks you up and down. I assume you take a seat.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, looks you up and down, and he says, "How are you?"
Oh, to be honest, it's been a rough time lately.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Anything I can do?
Maybe. We'll figure that out.
Well, what's on your mind? Tell me about it.
Okay, so I'm working with a group of people here in town. They are not members of our group, but I would say they're in the know.
Is it Is it Jeb?
Yeah, it's Jeb, and also one special agent and former, journalist, Walter Bode. He's kind of a weirdo, but, he's useful in a way.
Okay.
I don't know. Are you aware of the special agent I'm talking about? Otherwise, I would like to keep his name private.
I am not. I just have familiarity with Jeb. I appreciate your respect for this man's privacy. But do tell me about what's on your mind. It's only way I can help you is if I know as much as you can tell.
Oh, yeah, of course. So, this Walter Bode, I believe he was in contact with what was probably a vampire.
At that, he kind of sits up a little bit, adjusts himself in his seat, and he seems to be paying more close attention, but he doesn't say anything to you. But you can see that shift in his body language.
In many ways, he's consumed with her, and maybe more so than he should be. And we think someone is threatening him by withholding information about this. Iris is her name, at least the name that we have.
Iris. Okay.
And
tell me.
This anonymous party set up a meeting, and we went there as a group, trying to find out more. Walter was the only one who, appeared in plain sight. Everyone else was kind of stalking the place. And we met this young man, but before really getting a chance to talk to him, a car drove by, shot the place up, wounding this young man and almost wounding Walter and I. And
I think about it. I heard that in the news the other day. You were there?
Yeah, we were in full panic mode. We brought this young man to the hospital, but of course that was maybe a bad call on our side. We kind of left him there and drove off. And we found out that he works for someone who's just named T. We don't have his full name. And we worked out T's phone number, set up the meeting with that guy. And here's the kicker. He kind of he was hiding in plain sight. He was kind of invisible to most of us.
He's nodding along.
Jeb uncovered him somehow. I don't know. I think Jeb probably has a feeling for these kind of things.
Yes, that's why we keep him around.
Yeah. And upon noticing that someone has seen through his disguise, this T guy did something to Jeb to give him a command that he couldn't resist. I've never seen Jeb follow any command, really.
Greg, it sounds like you got yourself wrapped up in something very dangerous. I'm going to be frank with you here.
Yeah, I figured as much.
You're probably too close to this, and you're going to put yourself at risk. I have a few questions. When you say this Walter fellow was with this, what did you say her name was?
Iris, I believe.
Iris. When you say he was with this Iris, how much of that do you know? Was he just around her? Do you know if he ever had an opportunity to be alone with her for long periods of time?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Because if so,
I
it's
believe
possible.
so. I believe so. He thinks of her like a lover.
So that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. You see, these creatures, they have power over the minds of men. And it's very possible that, has he had any of her blood? Do you know? Has he said anything about that? Did he drink any blood?
Well, no, I haven't heard about that. So that wouldn't turn him into a vampire, right?
That's the thing. We're not quite certain how it happens, but we do know that whenever they give their blood to a person, it kind of it changes them, makes them like a slave. We don't know if this is connected to how they make others or if there's something else to the process, but it definitely has an effect on people. And you say he thinks of her like a lover, and that leads me to believe that it's possible he's consumed some of her own blood.
I think he's definitely had some of these mind control effects happen to him, because in some moments he seems to be fighting it, and
that's good. That's good.
Yes, it's good, but he also it brings him close to insanity. Honestly, he can barely handle it, I think. and he doesn't trust himself anymore.
Do you want to help your friend?
I do, but I'm not sure how.
I think I know a way. We've been teaching you alchemy.
Yes, of course.
Well, there is a way it can happen, but it's going to take me some time. If you give me maybe a few days, I can come up with the proper ingredients, and I can give you something that you can give him.
That
And if
sounds
he is
really
being
good.
controlled through their blood, like I think, it will break it.
Yeah, that sounds excellent. I think we should give that a try.
Yeah, we can't just let people be enslaved by these monsters.
Oh no, and as confused and broken as Walter sometimes seems, he's an important figure in this.
I understand the plight you're going through is these are friends, and you want to look out for them. But I have to stress to you the importance of being careful. Don't put us all at risk. Handle this
Sure.
through the utmost secrecy. If you have to act at
Absolutely.
all on anything involving these vampires, use proxies if you have to. Don't get directly involved.
Well, I appreciate you telling me, but I can't exactly keep Jeb from doing whatever he wants to do. And I think he's kind of wants to get himself in danger sometimes. So does
Yeah.
Walter, for different reasons.
I understand. But do whatever you can to keep yourself safe at least, and help them out.
Oh yeah, Jeb's secret place is a good place to hang out, I think.
Now, I recommend getting a hold of some stakes made of hawthorne.
Hawthorne.
Hawthorne, yes. It should be able to render them completely harmless. Right
But
through
it
the
also
heart.
means we need to get close, right?
Yes, but it's good to have one just in case.
Oh yeah.
Preferably you don't, but you can never be too well prepared.
Well, I keep one with me all the time then.
Good.
Anything else I should keep my eyes open about? And maybe not get too close to?
The typical weaknesses, fire and sunlight. Be very careful. Try not to get close to any of these things if you can. That's really all I can tell you. On the specifics, I'll see if there's anything known about anyone named Iris, but it's not a familiar name to me.
Honestly, I think it's a cover-up name. I don't think they deal in real names.
Yes, usually, but wouldn't hurt for me to do a bit of digging.
Sure. And while you are at it, does the Arcanum have any info about what happened at these churches?
Which churches?
I'm talking about the mysterious murders that happened around several churches recently.
So you give him like the list of those
Yeah,
5 churches.
Name a few, like not trying to give away too much information if I can.
Yeah. So there's First Baptist Church, the Metropolitan Community Church, St. John's Episcopal, and St. Patrick's Catholic. So he listens and this is actually news to me. I haven't heard anything about this. This is all recent, you say. How did you find this out?
Well, the special agent I mentioned.
Ah, of course.
Digging into some things, and I think
this is all related
so far
to the situation.
We don't know yet.
Okay. Well, he says to you, I can ask around, but it's not something I'm familiar with. It's very possible this is something insidious, but it could also, you said it's a special agent. It's highly possible it's just murders. Not everything is related to the supernatural.
Sure. Well then, honestly, I think I would prefer if you kept it to yourself for now. And if we find out more, I'd get back to you.
Absolutely. So why don't you come by my office? Come by my office next Wednesday, and I'll have that thing for you.
Okay. Should I tell Walter, by the way, or should I surprise him with it? Could there be like a reaction that triggers when he...
It depends on how deep it is. If you're truly, from what you've described, if you're truly afraid that he has been controlled like this, it's very possible he will fight it, and he won't. He might even be very cunning about it and just try to get rid of whatever will remove this bond. You don't want to take that risk.
Okay, I'll keep it to myself.
But if your other friends, Jeb included, are interested in his well-being, you may bring them on your plan. Maybe you can find some way to get him to choke it down.
Oh, I think I'll find a way, but it's probably safe to tell Jeb.
All right.
Thank you. This means a lot.
Absolutely. And always, Greg, if you feel like you need to talk to someone, just reach out. And he stands to shake your hand.
Yeah, I'll take it and give it a firm grasp. I do mean it. I think Greg has been fighting with himself recently about a lot of things, like just losing his wife and like sticking around with these weird dudes in the cellar all the time. So meeting someone else probably feels very good to him right now.
Mm-hmm. So what else is going through your head as you are leaving? You know, he kind of walks you out of the hall to the outside and parts ways with you. As you walk to your vehicle, you know, what's going on in your head? What are you thinking about?
Yeah, Greg is thinking about these safety precautions that he should take. And the Hawthorne tip, he'll keep that in mind and try to find a source for it. And like give Hawthorne stakes to everyone in the group. But also he's like thinking about how can he convince Walter that he's going to help him somehow, but at the same time not tell him that he has the cure probably. And also he's thinking about how much he can trust Walter, because Walter himself constantly keeps saying that he can't be trusted.
Okay. With those heavy thoughts, we leave Dr. Turner behind and turn towards Robert Esposito, Special Agent. So, you are headed to which of these churches? Down the list?
Yeah, next I was going to head to the Metro Community, the Protestant church.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, let's see here. You save me here. Tell me what's going on through your head.
So I just got off the phone with Walter, and he basically him and Jeb are going to go check out the first location I was at, the First Baptist Church. And Walter seems like strangely interested in this, even though I didn't really find anything overwhelmingly significant in my little investigation there. I kind of just went. I talked to the priest that was there, and you know he didn't really have too much to tell me. There was like an interesting homeless guy, and Walter was very interested in that. And I was kind of just, I was going to just make my rounds and head over to the next location. But right now, I'm kind of just pondering on my family, who has just been put into protection because of certain events that transpired last session. And so I just kind of picture Robert is not driving at the moment. He's pulled over somewhere and he has his wallet out, and he's kind of looking through like some photos of his family that he would keep in there, and just kind of worrying, really.
Wow. And how much time do you spend doing that?
Not too long, probably 25 minutes. Probably just parked somewhere, just kind of contemplating,
So you eventually wrap up your thoughts and finish your drive towards this church. From the outside, it looks sort of like a passerby might look at this and go, "That looks kind of like a greenhouse." It's a very odd structure. It's got a glass top with sitting on top of this stone, kind of gray stone base. There's a metal fence, like a security fence outside that it's open now. There's some people, looks like some of the community they're moving something into the church. Maybe they're preparing for some kind of event. You're not entirely certain, but there's a little bit of activity going on here this evening.
So I'm just going to kind of I'll be seeing people like walk past, just doing whatever, looking kind of busy, and I'll try to wave and nod as politely as I can, and try to give off the presence that I'm not there for anything bad. I'm wearing my suit. I'm dressed very professionally right now, so I'm just kind of, as I approach, smiling and waving to people that are passing by. He would offer to help, but he knows that he probably can't lift anything too heavy because of his, his physical condition. But
Okay, so you go up and talk to someone like, oh, can I help you out, and that kind of thing. There's maybe somebody was like trying to lift something and you can help them carry it inside, and then there's small talk like, oh, hey, do I know you? Are you a member of the community? I haven't seen you here before.
Yeah, I'll probably like help a guy move like a table in or something like that, or whatever he's doing. And if he makes any small talk and he asks me, I'll say, actually I'm not a member here. Roman Catholic myself, here on official business.
Okay,
It's a
and so then
lovely church,
you get
though.
a curious look and like, what do you mean official business? And as you're kind of carrying this, like, yeah, a table is probably appropriate because there's other tables being set up, like those fold out kind of relatively cheap tables you can buy at like a Walmart or whatever, and just set them up and putting some like cheap tablecloths over. Like maybe they're setting up for some kind of like community like event with food or of some kind, and it just asks you that, just, oh, what do you mean official business?
I hate to say it, but I'm with law enforcement, and I'm here because of the tragedy that happened. It's just a matter of paperwork. Just got to come and
Yes.
I wish I didn't
You're an
have to.
officer?
It's special agent actually with the FBI, and I'm gonna put my hand
FBI.
out. Yeah, I'm gonna put my badge out and kind of show him, and then I'll actually go to shake his hand and I'll say, "My name's Robert, by the way. And you are?"
Oh, William.
"William, nice to meet you." I really feel awful having to be here, man. It's a beautiful place you guys got here. It looks like you do some really good work here for the community.
Yeah, and looking around, this it's like they kind of cleared out some of the space so that this event can take place. There's like it's like a hard tile floor, and the walls have these. It's like this gray brick with the white beams, support beams, and then like the light pouring in from outside. There's a tree that you can see in clear view just outside the glass, and there's these flags hanging like banners inside, and they're like pride flags with a couple of them have like crosses, white crosses on them.
Hey, what do you guys have going on tonight?
Oh, well, this is actually setting up for tomorrow, but we're bringing all the things in. We're going to have a community, well, sort of doing something for the family, letting them know that we're there for them. Just kind of helping them mourn the loss of, well, Pastor. He was a good man.
And Robert is just going to kind of look down, solemnly in respect for the deceased. And after maybe like a second pause, he'll just say, "Anything you could tell me about the pastor? He seems like he was a really well respected guy around here. If you guys are doing all this."
Yeah, Donald was a good man. He, he really looked out for the people that were a part of his flock, and he ran the kids community center, and he just did this just fantastic outreach for the LGBT community who those who were suffering and thinking of suicide, and he was able to help so many people through so many tough times, and it's just so horrible that he's gone. He was just a pillar of leadership.
It's truly awful. Why would somebody do this? And I'll just kind of like say that out loud, not necessarily like asking him, but just kind of trying to see what that provokes.
He just, well, we're hoping to get some kind of answers, but we know that whatever really happened, it's best that, well, he's in the Lord's house now, and we're here to look after his family.
I know this must be a pretty hard time for the family right now, but you wouldn't happen to have any information of contact information of any of his close relatives? I might have to reach out to them for some information if I don't get everything I need here. It's just a matter of checking off all my boxes,
If you want, why don't you come back tomorrow? They're going to be here. Visit them in person, and they'll have the community here. They'll feel safe, and it's kind of hard being ambushed by the FBI, but if you come at them with a little bit more like you're doing now, maybe they're more willing to talk about everything. I know that Stacy's been really going through a tough time right now, and it'd be best if I think that would probably be the best approach.
Yeah, okay. I'd love to. Thank you for inviting me. That sounds great. Is there anything I can do? Anything I can bring?
Well, I've got 2 more tables to bring in if you want to help me with that.
Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure. and I'm just gonna help him. And then Robert is very happy with just getting the invite to go talk to the family tomorrow, and he's pretty happy with that. So he's just gonna kind of help this guy bring the last 2 tables in and probably wrap up there.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, with that, we'll see how the other 2 are doing. How about Jeb and Walter? What shenanigans are you going to wrangle yourselves into today?
So, Jeb, when you said get a fertilizer and truck, do you have a connection to somehow where we can pull this together?
Yeah, man, we can just go on down to the Home Depot.
Jeb, you can't. Not nowadays. You can't do that. Not after 9/11 and all that. We got to destroy this place, Jeb. But I don't know. I don't know what to do right now, Jeb. This is a bastion of evil that we are in front of right now, which leads me to think that.
I mean, we go on down to the Home Depot, get ourselves some fertilizer, and then we go on to another place, get some other ingredients, and then we come back, and hit up a few more places, and maybe steal a truck or 2.
Do you got any of that? Do you have any more of those fake IDs that you had before?
Yeah, man, I got dozens.
You said you have good ones. Some of
them are good.
Do you have anything back at the bunker that we could use to maybe blow this up without having to get the fertilizer? I mean, I'm down for the fertilizer. We just have to make sure all people are out of here first. If anything, right now would be the time to strike this place. Whatever is in there is asleep now.
Man, I mean, we could start a big old fire.
Yes.
What I have in the bunker, I don't know about taking the whole thing down, but I mean,
do you have any
light it on fire?
Do you have any gasoline cans in your truck right now?
Of course I do.
Oh, yes. Okay. I got a plan.
I got the gas cans. I got my mop gun.
Okay. Here's the thing.
I got that flare gun.
We have to get everyone out.
I got my toolbox.
Nice. We have to get everyone out of this building first.
Pull fire alarm.
Is there a fire alarm in there? Fuck it. Let's do this. Okay, let's go look. And I turn around and I kind of walk in to look around real quick at the church and see if I see any kind of fire alarm along the walls.
Well, I mean, it is legally required in all buildings to have such things, so...
Okay. Jeb.
Where they might put that in a church, I don't know, but just use your imagination.
Okay, so... Jeb, I'm going to pull the fire alarm. I'm going to try to get them out of here. Can you discreetly get these cans into the church? Or are you going to need my help?
Now, when you say discreetly...
We're going to have to move, and we're going to have to move quick afterwards. It is the middle of the day here. But I think I can maybe distract somehow the people. Or do you need my help bringing them in there?
So what if I go on down to one of them Costco's and get the big old jugs of water and put the gasoline in the water so it looks like I'm just bringing the water?
I'm afraid that we leave now. The opportunity may pass. Do you understand? Should we just get the fertilizer?
I mean, maybe. I mean, that was my plan A. Jeb will reach into his truck and pull out a beer.
Hold on a second.
Let me think on this.
Hold on a second. I pull out my phone and I dial up Gregory.
So the last time Greg by the way, Tillman, you had responded to a text message just before your meeting that you were busy and you'd be able to call them back in a minute. Yeah, that was a thing we had to establish.
Oh, okay.
Because they tried getting in contact with you last time when you weren't here. So
yeah, I was going to ask anyway if Walter calls me while I'm in the meeting. I'm not picking up.
Well, we'll say it's after. We'll say it's after. Because it was just before. They did some things. It's been some time. Maybe you're already in your car.
Okay.
So I call Gregory.
Yeah, Gregory pulls over because he doesn't want to get in trouble with the police again.
Gregory.
Hey, Walter, what's up?
Where have you been, Gregory?
I've been meeting.
Okay, I have no time to talk about it. We need to talk now. I need you to come to this church right here. I mean, it's important now. Do you understand?
This one church, okay. Can you be more specific?
I give him the address. It's this church. Listen though, Gregory. It is imperative that you listen to me right now. I'm stone cold sober and I'm serious right now. Do you understand?
Oh God.
I'm at First Baptist Church. I need you here now, and you cannot tell Robert for his own good. Do you understand? Gregory, tell me you understand.
I'm listening and I understand.
Okay, we are out in front. You'll see us by Jeb's truck. It'll be Jeb and I, okay?
Of course.
Now. I need you here now.
I'm on my way. And I hang up.
I hang up the phone and I look at Jeb. Listen.
Sorry about that. It's a good beer, though.
I'm sure, I want one so bad, but I have to stay sober. Listen, Gregory's going to come here. I think he'll give us more of a scientific perspective on how we can accomplish this without maybe drawing as much attention. Do you understand? We need to be discreet because this may not be the only bastion of evil here. These lizard people, quote unquote lizard people, and they're them, dude. They are them. Do you understand what I'm saying, Jeb? These are the people that killed your wife. These are the people that are responsible for Gregory's death of his child and his marriage. And this is the person who killed Robert's partner. This is them right here. That building. I nod. One of them's there. Do you feel it? Do you
Jeb's
feel
going
it?
to take a look around to see if anyone's paying attention to their conversation.
No one seems to be paying attention, and I do want to ask for one thing from Chris. I want you to roll your self-control.
Okay.
And I want you to roll it at a difficulty of 6.
Okay. That is 2 dice. So give me 1 second here.
Because you're eyeballing that beer.
Oh, I'm fucking eyeballing that motherfucking beer. I just gotta give me 1 second. Sorry, I'm gonna roll it here. 2d10, a whopping complete. Watch, he's gonna botch. Oh, 2 successes. Holy shit, I'm a man on a fucking. Oh,
Okay.
Why did it roll 3 dice?
You are, yeah. So you're very confident right now in your ability to just maintain your sobriety, even with temptation sitting right in front of you within easy reach.
Jeb, I trust your instincts. I've trusted your instincts for as long as I've known you. We all have. I look at you like the de facto guide of our group here. Look at that building. And you tell me that building doesn't sit right with you, or if it sits right. Because it doesn't sit right with me. Does it sit right with you?
I mean, we're talking about burning it to the ground or at least blowing it up. So, no, it don't sit right with me.
Okay. We need a strike. We need to get in tactical mode. And Gregory needs to hurry the fuck up and get here. God damn it. I'm looking around like antsing. I'm probably seeing a little jittery, more jittery than normal. And I'm just kind of like looking at the street. I'm looking at my phone, seeing how long it's been since I called him. Probably like a minute.
Yeah, not even.
Oh, hello again, folks. I'd like to tell you about the Facebook group we run called White Wolf and Onyx Path RPGs, Gameplay, and Media. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded? One that won't be drowned out by random posts and discussions, so that your media could get the attention you deserve. The group is specifically run with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. The group is already immense and continuing to rapidly grow, with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there.